Howdy, howdy. What's going on,
What's
guys? How y'all
going on?
doing? We got
Doing
Mr.
well. How are you,
PQ
buddy?
on here with us. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Let me clean off my camera there for a second. It looked bad.
You driving to North Dakota?
Yeah, yeah. I'm enjoying the north and all the snow that comes with it. So, no, man, this is exciting. April. We're in April, Todd.
Almost. It's hard to
Where did the
believe.
Oh, sorry, it's March. Sorry, it's not April yet. We're
We only got a
almost
couple of
into
days
April.
left, but
Yeah.
yeah.
We're almost in the final. We are in the final stretch of our 24-25 season, man. It's went by very quick, but we are in that final stretch. So we got a lot going on in April to fit. It's our last regular season month, and then we're gonna get ready for May with our championship, which is going to be a fantastic event. So super excited about it. I do see somewhere in the comments, Dave's, how's the ice fishing? I have not even unpacked my garage, my rods, my reels, my kayak. I hadn't even went out there and touched it. It is sub 20 in my garage every single day, and have not mustered up the courage to go out there and even mess with it. So I'm waiting for it to warm up a little bit before I go out there for an extended period of time, unfortunately. So, but ice is melting so up here, so that is a good thing. That means I will be able to get out on the water. However, May and June, I'm not going to be in North Dakota. I'm going to be going to a course down in Texas. So with no prime fishing time up here, I'm going to be going down there for some training. So I won't be able to get back on the water until June, July timeframe. So looking like the next event I'll get to fish is the Kayak Adventure Series in St. Paul, Minnesota. So looking forward to that.
Nice.
But yeah, super excited. I am excited to kind of see how everything unfolds for this upcoming month of April, right? So tonight, a big thing that we're going to be talking about and determining are the teams for the FKBT 2025 Team Challenge that we have kicking off on April 1st. That will go all the way to the very end of April. So the tournament will end on April 30th at 4 p.m. So I'm going to go through all of the information you're going to need to know about that. This is the captain's meeting for the team challenge. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we are going to be discussing that in its entirety tonight. Because there may be some confusions, and I want to make sure we clear all of that up so all anglers are squared away and good to go for that event. We do have our Lake Garcia event that's going to be coming up the second week of April. I think that's the 12th. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right, April 12th, and then we have April 26th, this Blue Cypress. We got two events out there, and then May 17th and 18th is going to be our championship on the St. Johns River. So four more events, including the team challenge. And then we're going to go into our summer mode, right? Our summer season and challenges in which we normally try to do there for the anglers that are still out there in Florida fishing during those summer months. So some things we're going to be doing. We'll talk a little bit more about that as the season concludes. But what we're going to do today, before we jump into the team challenge, would like to just kind of talk to you guys a little bit about some of the finances and kind of where we're at leading into the final month of the season in regards to where we're sitting at financially. So looking at where we're at now, in our accounts total, we're sitting at around just under $8,500. That does include some of the FKBT, the team challenge, and some people who have signed up for Lake Garcia. So some of that money is going to be money that we're going to be paying out for those events and whatnot. But what we're looking at now, we're sitting pretty good leading into the championship final month. So we still got plenty more money to raise to help go towards that. Our current, where we're currently sitting for the Lunker of the Year pot is $1,700. We still have the Lake Garcia, Blue Cypress, and Championship to contribute to that. So we still got 3 more events. So I could see that being well over the $2,000 mark there. Our team challenge pot, when I did this, we were sitting at just under $500, but I know that we're well over that now, since we currently are sitting at 21 anglers signed up for that. So that's going to be a pretty sizable pot that's going to be added to the championship. For the FKBT Team Challenge payout structure, what that's going to look like is Big Bass is going to be paid out. The biggest bass is going to be paid out, and then the first place team is going to be paid out, and they will split the final that final amount once at 7:30, or once we do the team. That registrations is going to close out. There's still time. We got about 24 minutes left for those of you to register that needs to be registered, that wants to register. We were sitting at 21 anglers. We do need an even number. If we don't get an even number, Todd is going to be a single member team. Just for the sake of it, we spoke, and if there is an odd number of anglers, Todd is going to be the one to be competing himself. So just so that there's no, it's just that makes the most sense for that standpoint. But yeah, top 25 challenge again is going to be first place team paid out, split. Last year, I think each member got $300. I think the pot was at $600 for that team. And they first place got $300 each, which is pretty cool. Pretty good pay there.
They got to buy into the championship.
Yes. Yep. And I know that one of the members on there, Jason, he by him winning that championship is what got him, or winning that monthly is what got him into the championship. And I believe he placed 4th. So without that team challenge and him winning it, then there would have been no way for him to join to make the championship. And he walked away with a check at the end of the day last year, which is pretty cool. If some of you guys didn't see already, I have received some feedback and had some conversations with some members about the championship and entry fees and so on and so forth. So what I wanted to do is solicit some of your guys' input. And what I did, if you could, please do me a huge favor, go on to our members, the FKBT official page, and submit your vote on what you guys believe would be a reasonable amount of money to charge for the championship entry fee. Right now, as we're at right now, it's going to be the same as it was last year, which is $125. Which including Big Bass for that. Big Bass for the championship, from what we're going to be looking at, is going to be a total of $600. However, it's going to be $400 cash and $200 in a Hobie Eyewear gift card. Since Hobie has sponsored Big Bass, we're going to give you guys a $200 gift card to go purchase. Purchase your pair of Hobie Eyewear that you want. So that's what we're going to do there for the championship in regards to that. But what I wanted to do is kind of go ahead and kind of give you guys that breakdown of, at $125 entry fee, what we're looking at for championship Big Bass is going to be $600, $400 cash, $200 in a Hobie Eyewear gift card. Angler of the Year what we're looking at right now is going to receive $1,000, a Elite Sticks rod valued at $200, and a Lose Custom Pro reel. That's what we're looking at now. Rookie of the Year is going to be $350. They're going to also receive a Nakawa Power Bank 10 amp hour battery pack and a Van Hunks gift card. I got to solidify what the price. I think it's either $200 or $250 Van Hunks gift card. I got to reach out to Ty with that. And then the payout structure was going to be, for first place was $2,500, second place was $1,000, third place was $800. So at 125, we were going to be paying out the top 3. Obviously, I just talked about Angler of the Year, Rookie of the Year, so on and so forth. I'm going to post this all payout structure on our Facebook page, but I really just want to get your guys' input on if we increase the entry fee, we're going to be increasing the amount of money that's going to be paid out. So that will be subject to change and increase depending on what you guys, the club members, decide on. But yeah, that was just something that we wanted to reach out to you guys to kind of solicit your feedback. So Todd, do you have anything you want to add to that, and or anything, or no?
No, that's good.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, also please drop that into the comment section here. We are monitoring that. Again, we want to make sure that you guys are getting everything that you guys want out of this club. Again, we don't have any major sponsorships that are providing us with any sort of financial means. Everything that you guys are going to see at the championship are items and products that we have purchased outside of Lou's that have donated the reels, some of the rods, and things of that nature. A lot of the stuff is coming out of money that we have set aside and budgeted throughout the year in order to give back to those anglers that are going to be competing in the championship. Like Dakota Lithium, they've given us some two 12-volt 54 amp hour batteries that we're going to be giving away. We just purchased some Yak Attack Black Pack, a Bubba Smart Scale, some Catch ID card holders, some Catch mounts for the Catch boards that you can mount to your Black Pack, some Yak Attack lights that screw into the top of your power pole, where it's a flag light combo that you can screw in on the top of your flag pole or your power pole there. So there's some products that we're going to be purchasing for you guys to give away, just like we do every championship. So it's going to be a lot of stuff. You don't want to miss out on that opportunity. So if you're right there on the fence qualifying, you got these two, or you got the team, Garcia and Blue Cypress to make a move.
We'll have several BB1s that we'll be giving away.
Yep.
At the championship, some rods will be given away. I don't know. It's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we got Rapala. We got a bunch of Rapala gear that are tackle, some tools and accessories that we're going to be giving away as well. We're not going to be giving away very much like baits, other than some stuff from Granger and some of the soft plastics there and crankbaits that we've gotten. But again, we're going to focus a lot of our prizes are going to be on product that you guys can use, like accessories for the kayak and whatnot, because a lot of you guys use your specific baits and tackle and all that stuff. So we don't want to be wasting that money. We want to be able to buy things that are accessories that can be used on your actual kayak. We'll leave the soft plastics, the crankbaits, and those things for our regular season events. But for the championship, we're really going to focus in on quality product that you guys are actually going to be able to use. So there's some things that we're looking at, some companies that we're going to try to hop on board with to provide you guys with some cool product and a chance. I guarantee you everyone is going to walk away with something at the championship. We are in the process of Todd has developed and created some stickers that we're going to be doing and giving away we're going to be giving 2 of these stickers away to every angler that qualifies for the championship. They're a little different than last year, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the championship. We're going to talk more about that going into it. I just kind of wanted to do a finance kind of recap for you guys going into the final month, and kind of what the payout structure would look like sitting at the 125 price point range for entry fee. So again, your thoughts and inputs is greatly appreciated in regards to that. So yeah. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and look really quick to see if there's been any last minute signups. Okay, we're at 23. So we've had, let's see who our recent anglers are. Our anglers are that have
Sherman Bishop is one,
and Denton Giovinco. Okay, that's good. So we got about 15 more minutes for that. So right now, I'm going to go, we're going to go for a couple more minutes here. We're going to talk about Lake Garcia a little bit for that time to kind of conclude. Once we get to 6:30, we'll go ahead and issue the 7:30 your guys' time. We'll start the team to determine who's going to be on the teams. And I'll talk a little bit about the team challenge and the rules and everything once we finish up with Garcia. So Lake Garcia, moving into that is going to be our next event on our regular season. So on the 12th of April, right now we're sitting at 2 anglers signed up. So we have Robert Oakley and Todd Quillen. As of right now, y'all two are the only ones signed up. I know it's still early, but please get signed up for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be an event that everyone is launching out of the same launch. So we're excited to see how that goes and what that looks like. We've only had a couple events where it's been out of one ramp, and I generally thoroughly like that. I think that's pretty cool. So it's going to be one launch, and then the award ceremony is going to be there at the boat ramp. So hopefully everyone is going to the right Lake Garcia, to the right area. I know Todd had talked about it, but it's just south of the headwaters in Fellsmere Headwaters, Stick Marsh. It's just south of there, and to the, I guess, the southeast of Lake Blue Cypress. We'll bring it up on a map. If Todd, are you able to do that or no?
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, you're good. So Lake Garcia is a phenomenal fishery. It's a lot of fun. It's similar to your Headwaters Lake. There's a lot of grass in it. Once Todd pulls up the map here, we'll kind of show you guys. There is a canal, a fairly long canal that leads into the actual lake. There may be boats, airboats, and things of that are going to be going up and down that canal. So we will highlight an area in which you guys can, once you launch, you can navigate down that canal and stage outside of that canal. There obviously won't be any fishing, but in an attempt to kind of minimize the clutterness and the amount of anglers that are at that ramp, we will. I'll take a screenshot and circle a period and say staging here. There will be Todd or one of the tournament directors will be there, ensuring that anglers are staying within that area, just so that we don't have like 40 anglers, kayakers trying to go down that canal as boats are trying to navigate it as well. So we want to minimize or maximize safety and minimize any sort of Lloyd said it has something for everyone. Yes, it's from what I've heard. I've never fished it, but from what I've heard, it is a lot of fun. And Harrelson did say there is an airboat tour that runs nonstop all day and most likely a small boat tournament. Yeah. So Lake Garcia, Todd, if you want to zoom in there, the boat ramp is right where Todd has that point, that pin. So right out there, you're going to see the canal. If you decide to go north out of the boat ramp, you're just going to be staging kind of in that open water there by what would look to be the airboat racetrack. Is what it looks like. But if you plan on fishing the main lake, that canal that runs east to west right there, you guys are going to be able to launch from your kayak, go down that canal. Todd, if you can go west a little bit, you guys are going to be staging out going in just north of there, Todd, up along that wall. That's where you guys are going to be staging in that area right there. Okay, getting out of that navigable boat lane there, just so that no boaters or airboaters are going to be stumbling up there on you. But that's going to be Lake Garcia. Some of the boundaries, just for folks that are out there pre-fishing. Again, you're not able to portage your kayak over any of the levees and fish any body of water. If you have to get out of your kayak, you are not allowed to get out of your kayak and portage over anything. But the canals are open. I think that canal there that runs south at the corner, that's eligible. You can go until you can't go any further. You cannot cross over any sort of airboat ramps or anything that goes there. And if you go north, there's a canal that you guys can go to that goes all the way back up into the Stick Marsh. What do they call those? Spillway, essentially. And you could even go even further. It does look like sometimes there are some mats and things that blow up into there that can make it kind of hard to navigate through. Just be prepared and be aware of how long it's going to take you to get up there and to get back from the ramp. But yeah, you guys can go all the way up there to that spillway. But yeah, again, all rules, regular season event, all rules apply when it comes down to safety. And we'll talk more about that. I just kind of wanted to talk about some of the boundaries and whatnot for you guys, and answer any questions that you guys might have in regards to that leading into the official kind of pre-practice, since we're getting into April now. Any questions, don't reach out to Sean. He's not going to be able to answer you at this moment. So please direct any questions that you guys have about this event to myself or Todd here, and we will get to you as quickly as possible. Okay. So that is Garcia. What I'll do now is I'm going to cover down a lot of the team challenge, just so that I can clarify and reiterate some of the things that anglers have already reached out to me to answer some of their questions. I will be going over that now. So with this team challenge, it's unique in a sense that it's going to be your best 10 fish as a team, right? So what that means is 10 fish. If me say, I'm just going to use Todd and I are on a team as an example. So if Todd and I are on a team, we both must contribute fish to that 10 fish limit. So if I caught 9 fish, or if I caught all 10 fish, my 10th fish would be denied to then score at least one of Todd's fish to my 10 fish limit. So if I have the first 9 fish and Todd has a 12 or a 13 incher as his biggest fish, then our 10th fish would be that 12 or 13 incher as our total. So what I'll be doing is I will be going in at the very end on the 30th, and I will be going in and looking at and making sure that both anglers have at least one submission to the board. If they don't, and you see that your 10th smallest fish has been denied, I will put in the comment section, your fish has been denied because Todd's fish or whoever's biggest fish has to be uploaded onto that 10 fish limit. If you have questions on that, just get with me. It's pretty simple. Both anglers must contribute to the 10 fish limit. This is a FKBT sanctioned event, meaning you will have to utilize one of the FKBT approved identifiers. If it's last year's, this year's, as long as it has been an approved FKBT identifier, you're good. Use it. If you guys are competing in multiple events, make sure that our card is still 100% shown and not blocked in any capacity. If we can't see the top of the FKBT logos on the identifier card and we just see the code, denied, right? The entire card and code has to be 100% visible in the photo. No questions asked. Okay. Your location services have to be on. Why? Because this is a monthly tournament, right? And all public bodies of water are accessible. If your location services are not configured properly, your fish are going to get denied. No questions asked, because if you guys, that is to eliminate any angler going and fishing out of in a public pond, golf course pond, neighborhood pond, what have you. Okay. If I have questions about if it is a legal body or a public body of water, I will reach out to you. I will be judging these fish and making sure that I communicate with you guys thoroughly. So please make sure, if you updated the Fishing Chaos app that just got pushed the update, make sure you go in and check all of your settings and make sure that your photos, that your settings are right in the photos, to make sure when you submit it that your capture data where you took that picture from is good to go. No questions asked. I will be deleting or denying them. What you got, Todd?
One other thing to make sure, so that your fish doesn't get denied, make sure you have the right codes on there.
Yes.
You know, make sure you've got, if you're doing the top 25, make sure you have the codes on there. Make sure that your full fencing of your bump board is on there, is showing in the photo. Make sure you have a sticker on your bump board, contrasting mark. You know, just the normal rules, but just pay attention, because a lot of, I think what it is we're getting more and more relaxed as we're going through the season, and we're not paying as much attention to how good the photos are or not, and some fish are getting denied over it. So
a lot of fish are getting denied in the top 25 challenge. A lot. And like
all of
Todd
mine
said,
got denied. All of mine got denied.
right? And that's me, right? So yeah, and it's important. I had to deny one of mine. So the thing with Fishing Chaos is if you are fishing in an event that is hosted on Fishing Chaos, and you're not trying, make sure that you go in and unclick the checkbox if you're not trying to submit to the top 25. It automatically checks it. So if you submit a fish for one tournament, for like the Strike King tournament that that allows bank fishing, say you try to go to submit a fish that you call off the bank to the Strike King tournament, and if you don't uncheck that box to the top 25, it's going to automatically upload it to there, and it's going to get denied, right? Because you're not allowed to fish from the bank in any of our events, right? So I have seen a ton of obviously the code not being fully in the picture, or being blocked halfway, or covered up. The identifier card not being 100% visible. The fence, meaning where the mouth of the fish is. I'll bring it up actually so that we can look at it. So right there where you see FKBT, that right there is that is a photo that you should try to mimic. Everybody their photo submission should look like this. No drastic angles. When we mean drastic angles, there's a lot of people that I've seen that are like tilting it down and shooting the photo down the body of the fish. And it's not over the head. So if you guys are doing it, here's your bump board, go over like this and take your photo. Make sure that the entire fence, say there's like 2-3 inches past the fence and past the tail, so that it covers up, or it shows the whole picture in the fish, essentially. If it looks like this right here, you're good to go. 100%, no questions asked. Okay? Just mimic that. Do the best that you can. But if you have any concerns, right?
That was not my fish. Even though it was an orange Hobie, it's not my fish.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not that good.
No. You are good, Todd. So I'm trying to go through some of these here and see if I have any that are any bad ones. No. Okay. All right. So one thing I'm going to go over a little bit more for the team challenge for you guys. So again, some things that we did cover. This is an FKBT sanctioned event. Any public body of water in the state of Florida is eligible body of water. What justifies something being public, right? If it has a public access, if it on the FWC website, you can access it through a public ramp, you can fish it. Okay.
It doesn't matter if it's paid ramp.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of paid ramps. Now we don't want to pay fines.
No. Yes.
Paid fines, but paid ramps are fine.
Yep. Just like pretty much if we could fish it in our tournament, right? If it's a lake that we fish in our tournament, obviously it's public, right? Tannarock, that's public, right? That's a public, you have to pay, but it is open to the public. Gated communities are not allowed. Golf courses are not allowed. Retention ponds that are fenced in are not allowed, or just retention ponds in general are not allowed. So just if you have questions, if it's something is public or if it's not, reach out to us and we get clarification on you guys, or we will give you guys clarification on it.
Hunter wants to know about a public park.
If it is a public park, it's public. If it is a lake within a public park, it's public. Evan, no, you cannot go fish your honey hole wherever the heck it is. I never got a chance to fish it, but no, Evan. If it is behind if you have the only key to it, or there's only 3 keys, then that it is not eligible. So, all right. So we talked about the public water aspect of it. Again, if you have a question, send it to me. I can look it up and I will authorize it or I will deny it. Okay. But I will deny 100% of your photos if your location services are not configured properly. I'm just saying that for the thousandth time. But that is true. That is your responsibility to do so. If you have any questions on if your settings are configured properly, we have this really cool test tournament on Fishing Chaos that you can go and submit a fish to. Send me a message, say, hey, I just submitted a fish to the test tournament. Can you verify if my location settings are configured right? I will go in and I will give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and we will figure out how to get it fixed together. Okay. You have to fish out of the kayak. You cannot fish from the bank. So yes, fishing out of a kayak is mandatory. You still have to abide by all of our FKBT events or our rules. So one motor. Okay. For this event. So if you're out there fishing, you are to be fishing utilizing one motor, right? Again, a big question that was brought up to us is if you're on a team, do you have to be fishing the same body of water? No. You are eligible or you are allowed to fish separately, right? If you guys want to link up and go fish the same body of water, absolutely, you guys can do that, but that is not required. You guys can figure out what you guys want to do to be the most effective and most competitive. And you guys are more than welcome to do that. Okay. Trying to think of any other questions. What questions do you guys have in regards to this? No, it's nothing really crazy other than it's a 2-man team and it's a 10 fish. There is a big bass. Tiebreaker is the same as it is. Do we have 2 people that submitted 24? The angler who catches the 24 the first, that's going to break the tie. This is not a AOY, an event. You are not going to be earning any AOY points. This does not count as one of your 4 towards the championship qualification standards. Lake Garcia and Blue Cypress are those 2 final events that are AOY points awarding, and a qualification event towards your best 4 for the championship. And what else, Todd? What else do I need to say?
I think that's got it pretty covered.
Yep. So same safety, life vest, life jacket, all the normal safety briefing that we normally give. You must have that 360 light, navigation lights, life jacket on, all of those sorts of things. So tournament start is on April 1st at 7 a.m. That's lines in. Lines out is going to be April 30th at 4 p.m. If you want to fish night, you can fish night. If you want to fit from the time the tournament starts till 4 o'clock on April 30th, you can fish. So Zach just put it in the comments. Yes. So night times there is no daily off. You must be off the water by this time, right? So again, that's up to you guys. However you guys want to do that. But yeah, hope that answered that question. Trying to think of anything else that might need to be said. If you must catch the fish, okay, it's artificial, no live bait. Payout structure for this event is going to be 60% goes back to the first place team. So whatever the total nut, we got 24 anglers now at $40. Is going to we'll do the math. I'll do the math. And it'll 60% of the total pot is going to go towards first place, and then 40% is going to go towards the championship. So I'll put that breakdown out there tomorrow or this weekend sometime. Yeah, kayak launch, as long as it's a public and that's fine. That's kind of just like Tenorock. Some of those lakes are just kayak lakes, kayak launch only. So yeah, that's fine. Trying to see. Oh, for the big bass for the FKBT for the team challenge does not qualify towards the lunker, right? This event, this team event does not. If you catch a 25 or 26 inch fish, that will not go towards our season lunker. That with this is not the Lake Garcia, Blue Cypress, and the championship are the remaining 3 lakes where you are competing for the lunker. What we're doing with this is we're paying out big bass. Okay. You pay $20 for big bass. What we're doing is we're paying, it's around $15-ish of that is going towards big bass for that event. And all the that other $5 or so is helping cover is going to be helping cover some of those fishing chaos fees to where we can maximize paying out first place and the big bass for that event. So $15 out of the 20 is going towards this specific event towards big bass. So I think if I looked at it correctly, 15, let's see how many tickets we got sold for big bass. So we had 21 tickets for big bass. So 21, let's see what that is. I can tell you right now how much big bass is going to be for this. 21 times 15. It's going to be around, it's $300 big bass for this team challenge. So yeah. And then we got 40 times, what did I say? 24? 960 times up by 0.6. 965. 60. So first place is going to be, if I did the math right, I'll post it. I'll make sure I get it all. But yeah, I'll post out all the payouts and everything on what that's going to look like. It's probably going to be around $250 an angler for $500 goes out to first place team, but we'll try to see what we can do to maximize it and probably do 600 and just do 300 and 300 like we did last year, and just leave it at that. But more to come. I'll post the payout scale and structure and everything on what's going to be the prize payout for first place and what's contributed towards the championship and big bass and everything leading up by this weekend. But yeah, what we're going to go ahead and do now, since we do have 24 anglers have signed up. We do have an even number. So Todd, you will have a teammate. Good news there.
I'm sorry to whoever that is. I apologize.
Anglers. So I'm going to go to recent. Lloyd Hardy was the last one. So what I have to do is go on here and add Lloyd to our thing. So what I'm going to do is hit that. So right now we're sitting at 20. How many?
24.
Who am I missing? So I need to put Sherman Bishop. And then who else was it? Lloyd and Sherman. I'm missing one more. I'll go back and look.
Okay. We'll go through it. Alan Reed.
It was Denton. I got him. It's Denton. Denton. So we don't got to go through it again. Give me 1 second. Denton Giovinco. All right. So what I have here, and just so that you guys see, I'm not doing it. It's nothing crazy, right? What I did is I went on to Google and I typed in team generator. We have 24 anglers. I'm going to name them off now. I have Albert Poor, Chris Mitchell, David Myers, Frizzy Zamora, Jeff Gallagher, Thomas Woodring, Zach Bass, Andrew Cordero, Christopher Parker, David Noble, Hunter Taylor, Richard Bruce, Timothy Campbell, Blake Johnson, Daryl Harrelson, Evan Fracasso, Jason Leach, Scott Gibbons, Todd Quillen, Alan Reed, Robert Oakley, Lloyd Hardy, Sherman Bishop, and Denton Giovinco. So what I have there, that is 24 members, 2-member teams. So I have it on here. All I have to do is I have it broken down into number of groups, max number of people. I got to change it to 2. So there's going to be 12 teams, 12 2-member teams. And I also have it check marked on here for pick representatives. It's going to have a check marks next to who is going to be, quote unquote, the team captain. That's randomly assigned. That's not going to be done by me. All I'm going to do here in a second is hit start, and then I'm going to name off the teams. It's all random. I just named off all the names. And once you get your team, what we'll do is I'll make a post on our FKBT official page on Facebook, and I will send it out through the Fishing Chaos app. The emails that you see pushed out, I will go to the tournament and I will send out a page there. What I'm going to do once this is done is I'm going to go into Fishing Chaos and I'm going to build those teams, and I'm going to assign you guys to those teams. If you are identified as a team captain, both anglers will have to go in and accept that team, and then you guys can go in and change your team name to whatever it is that you guys want your team name to be. Make sense? It's a fairly simple process. You'll just get a notification from me or from through Fishing Chaos. It might be an email that you'll go in and click, and you will accept your role as that member on the team. Essentially, I'm just going to do team 1, team 2, all the way to team 12, and then you guys can go in and edit your names and whatnot. Because I will select one person to be the admin. If you run into any issues on changing your names, or you're having issues on how do you join the team or accept that role, just let me know, and we'll work through it. It should be very simple and seamless process. We did it last year and didn't have very many issues with it, but Fishing Chaos can be finicky sometimes. But just let me know if you're having issues with it, and we'll get you squared away. But I will be assigning you guys to those teams, okay? So what I'm going to go ahead and do, just so you guys can see here, I haven't done it yet. I'm going to hit start. It's spinning. All right. So we have our teams here. I'm going to go ahead and click done. Everyone's done. So what I'm going to go ahead now, Todd, if you want to put this in the comment, if you want to type team 1 in the comment, we can do that. Could you do that?
Yep.
All right, so team 1 is going to be Andrew Cordero and Robert Oakley. Okay. Team 2. So on that, Robert Oakley, you are going to be the team captain. If you're watching, Robert Oakley is team captain. Team 2 is going to be Richard Bruce and Thomas Woodring. Thomas Woodring is going to be the team captain. Okay. Is that going? You type it. Okay, there it is. Team 3 is going to be David Noble and Zach Bass. Or Zachary Bass, sorry. Zachary Bass is going to be the team captain. Thomas said, I am so sorry. All right. Team 4 is going to be Christopher Parker and Jeff Gallagher. And Chris Parker, you are going to be the team captain, sir. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. All right. I did not make this up. 100% did not make this up. Team 5 is going to be Chris Mitchell and Daryl Harrelson. I did not make this up. I swear to you. I can't make edits. I did not do that. So Chris Mitchell is the team captain.
Respin.
I'm not making this up. This was number 5 down. I'm telling you. That is absolutely insane that even. Okay. Team 6, Hunter Taylor and Todd Quillen. Todd Quillen, you are the team captain.
Sorry, Hunter.
Oh, God, this is going to be a big team, too. Team 7 is Albert Poor and Scott Gibbons. And Albert Poor, you are going to be the team captain. Oh, dang. Even Team 8, this is going to be a good one, too. Dang, these are all going to be good down here. Where are we at? Team 7. Okay, Team 8, Denton Giovinco and Timothy Campbell. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Team 9, Jason Leach and Evan Fracasso. This is going to be competitive. This is insane. These are actually pretty good It did a pretty good job. Oh, Jason Leach, you're going to be the team captain. Team 5.
Jason Leach, and who was the other one?
Evan Fracasso. Denton Giovinco said Team 5 is Trey McKinney and Easton Fothergill. That's insane. That is absolutely wild that ended up that way. I can't get over that. All right. You got Team 9 on there? Perfect. Team 10 is Sherman Bishop and David Myers. This is going to be fun. This is going to be freaking awesome. Okay. These last two teams, we got 4 remaining anglers. We got going in here. Okay. All right. Team 11 is going to be Blake Johnson and Lloyd Hardy. And then, last but not least, our final 12th team, team number 12, is going to be Frizzy Zamora and Alan Reed. That's it. That's your 12 teams right there. That is absolutely awesome.
Who's the captain on that team?
So did I tell you Sherman Bishop for Team 10? So yeah, sorry. So Jason Leach is the team captain for Team 9. Sherman Bishop is the team captain for Team 10. Team 11, it's going to be Lloyd Hardy. And then Team 12 is going to be Alan Reed for team captain. I'll notify all of that as well. And I'm going to make sure that all of this is saved as well. And then I'm going to go in and make an Excel sheet for it as well. So you guys, hopefully you're all watching this live so that you guys know who your teammates are, how this is all going to unfold. And so moving forward after this live concludes, I'm probably going to grab dinner real quick. But once I'm done with dinner, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Fishing Chaos, build those teams out for you and assign the names to it. And then, so be looking out for, an email or a notification in Fishing Chaos fairly soon before the night ends. First thing, it'll definitely be there before the first thing in the morning. So if you run into any issues tomorrow on pretty much accepting your role on that team, just let me know and I'll work on it and make sure that's why we did the live team drawing tonight, so that gives me until next week to be able to make sure all the teams are set up and ready to go for the first. If anything happens with Fishing Chaos, that gives me plenty of time to reach out to Thomas over at Fishing Chaos to get it all squared away for whatever reason. But yeah, no, I'm super excited about that. It actually, that turned out really well for all of you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, again, make sure that you direct those towards myself or Todd for this event, so we can make sure that we can give you a response in a timely manner. If you question a body of water, if it's public or private, or inbounds or out of bounds, let me know. And I will do my research and look it up, or you guys can send me pictures of the boat ramp where it says that it's public or what have you. You don't necessarily have to launch from the boat ramp, right? If it's public, as long as it's public, you guys are good, right? Use your best judgment when it comes to that. Okay. It is best to use the boat ramps, but some of them do have kayak launches. So you guys are more than able to use those kayak launches. Okay. But yeah, Todd, what you got? Anything you'd like to add?
I apologize to Hunt that he's going to have to carry this team. I'll do my best to get my 112-incher in there, but
Hey, what you guys think? What do you think it's going to take to win? We're coming up on that kind of that in between from some post spawn and pre spawn, moving in, moving out. Right now, it's warming up, I would suppose, down there in Florida as well. So, what do you guys think is going to be the winning ticket or the winning total for this year? I'm going to go back and look at what it was last year. I know me and Harrelson lost it last year because of Harrelson. He had a rules infraction where we had to DQ his 24 and a half inch fish he caught. Because it was blocking. It was so big, it was blocking the identifier, the code on the identifier. That's how big it was. But it gave another team an edge into the championship, and it worked out. But I'm not going to let Harrelson live that down, unfortunately. But let me go on here real quick. I am curious to see what it was the winning number was last year. What was it? The team challenge right there. Okay. So first place last year was J&J Hog Hunters with 224 inches. And then it's Rock Somewhere, which is me and Harrelson, was 221 and a half. So a 25 and a half was caught in last year's. My 25 and a quarter was caught. Yeah, so there were two giants caught last year.
Who got big bass in that one last year?
It was Big Bass, I believe, was Mr. Jeff Gallagher with a 25 and a half that he caught. Jeff Gallagher had, I'm pretty sure that was Big Bass for that event. Let me see. Yeah. Yep, Jeff Gallagher had it. He got me by a quarter of an inch.
Very nice.
Yeah. But yeah, nice. Lloyd Hardy said 125. No, I think it's going to be well over the 220 inch range. I think it's going to be around 220, 225, 230. If I had to guess.
Well, let's see. We got two guys on one team that will average about 25 inches per piece.
Yeah, okay. That's not true. That's not true. It's 100% random, guys. It was a power the button. I put names in and I hit go. All right, I promise you. Just know that that is I definitely have the integrity of that. So trust me, I'm as upset about it as you guys are, and I'm not even fishing it. Oh, Lloyd's thinking 5 fish. Yeah, no, this is gonna be 10 fish. So yeah,
it's gonna be it's gonna be 50.
Yeah, plus. Yeah. No, it ain't gonna be 250. That's averaging 25-inch bass. That's not. There ain't no way someone's gonna do that. Ain't no way. I think 224, 225 is probably gonna be a good average, in my opinion. Unless some people are sleeping on some fish. I don't know. But based off, what I've seen from all the big bass tournaments out there, a lot of these lakes are struggling. Harrelson said he's going to go block lead from all of his honey holes. So I wish I could be competing. Unfortunately, all my lakes up here are still frozen, and I'm not in Florida, so can't do that. But again, also, just make sure that when you guys are competing, if you're competing in the FKBT Top 25, you're competing in the Blue Cypress, Lake Garcia, and the team challenge in the month of April. Make sure all codes are visible, right? We have that big block on the FKBT identifiers. The codes, make sure that they're all there and they're visible, okay? When we're looking at them, just to make sure that they're all squared away, okay? Make sure it's clear.
And code go to live. The code for the team challenge will go live the night before
the first. 7. Yep. So the code for the team tournament is going to be live. Let me see when it's going to go live. I actually have to create one. But yeah, it will go live on the what day is that? The 31st. It's going to go live at 7 p.m. on the 31st. Okay. I don't know how many people are going to be out there fishing on a Tuesday on April, but you can. I mean, it's all up to you guys. But yeah, you have from April 1st to April 30th. From time lines in to lines out, submit fish. I will do my best to get to them. I will be judging every evening, and if I'm on my lunch break, I'll tune in and look at it and make sure I'm judging it, and doing my due diligence just to make sure if something is wrong, it gets caught very, very early, and you guys aren't out there fishing all day submitting fish, and your location or something's wrong. So as throughout the days, depending on if I'm busy with work or in meetings or whatnot, I will look and do my best. And Todd, it's not going to be, can we get, what's his name? Daniel, potentially?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, we'll reach out. It's going to be me, and hopefully Sean too, once he gets out of the woods. I know it's going to be me and Sean doing it majority, but if we can get Daniel on there too to look at them, we'll try to do that as well, just to make sure that we're getting them all judged in an appropriate amount of time for you guys. Okay. But yeah, that's going to really do it for the team challenge. Pending any questions that you guys may have, good luck on it. This is that captain's meeting for that. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. Be safe out on the water. If you guys do try to go out and fish at night, make sure that you guys are doing so safely. There have been some incidents with gators here recently. There has been a numerous amount of kayak angling incidents and anglers missing or in losing their life while out on the water. Make sure always have your life jacket on. Always have all of your safety equipment, your lights, your navigation lights, your whistles, your flare gun, whatever the case may be, right? Always let someone know where you're going to be at and when you're expecting to be home, right? Share your location with a friend. I know that I share my location with a group of guys, my wife and my parents, just so that in case something does happen to me while I'm out on the water, they at least have a last known location if for some reason something does happen. My advice is to make sure that you guys are squared away, and make sure that safety is the number one priority when getting out on the water to enjoy nature and go out there and catch some fish. Yes, the gators are a little brave on Garcia. Definitely be careful out there. Definitely get signed up for Lake Garcia. Again, it is one of our second to the last event for the year. So don't waste any time. I don't know if I have it on here, but I did post about a week or so ago where anglers are currently standing as regards to qualifying for the championship for your best 4 events. So I think I pinned it to the top of our page. I'll go back and repin it so you guys can kind of see where you're currently at, either above or below the cut line or riding that cut line for making the championship. 35 anglers are going to be competing this year in the championship. So if you are well above, Life 360 is free and works well. That is a fantastic app. But if you guys are above that cut line and you guys have qualified for the championship and you know already that you're not going to be able to make the championship, please reach out to me and notify me as soon as possible. It is a 2-day tournament, Saturday, Sunday. So if you can't make Saturday, you can still fish Sunday. It's best 5 fish. So it's just like going out and fishing any other day that we would, or any other tournament. So it's going to be your best 5. And we do that to kind of help maximize the participation in anglers being able to compete, and maybe not being able to fish a full Saturday because they might have something planned or whatever with their family. They can fish in the morning and then get off the water and then still have all day Sunday to fish if they can. So definitely looking forward to that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding the championship, please reach out to us. Please go on and vote for the entry fee for what I just posted. I'm going to go in there and check now where we're at. A lot of folks are, looks like we have the majority. We have how many votes? 14 votes casted so far. And a lot of them are at the 125. Majority of the votes currently are at 125, a couple at 150, and a couple at 200. So again, the more of an entry fee, that is including big bass, that's in that as well. The more places we will pay out. as well. So the max payout is going to be top 5 as we are at right now with 125. It's going to be the top 3. Big Bass, Lunker of the Year, AOY, and Rookie of the Year are where we're currently sitting at with the $125 entry fee. But yeah, make sure that you guys go in and cast your vote. Voting will end after our Lake Garcia captain's meeting. Our captain's meeting there. So I'm going to leave it open for a while, give folks some time to go in and vote, and then at the Lake Garcia captain's meeting is when we'll announce what the entry fee is going to be based off of kind of some of the input that we got from this particular poll. So thank you guys for participating in that. Thank you guys for showing up and supporting the club in this team trail, because that money is also going to help go towards championships as well. As we get closer to the championship, you're going to start hearing me talk a little bit more about the finances and kind of where we're at and what we're looking at. We did purchase the trophies for the championship through Catch. So first, second, third is going to be getting their traditional Catch trophies like we got last year. Angler of the Year, Rookie of the Year will also be getting their Catch trophies, and the little Lunker is going to be getting their mini bump board as well. And I did forget to say, little Lunker for the championship is gonna walk home with $100 as well. So the smallest fish caught in legally is going to be walking home with $100, walking away with $100 at the championship. So that's pretty cool there too. But yeah, we are going to be doing checks. So you're going to get trophies. You're going to get your cardboard check cutouts like you traditionally do. First through fifth, we'll be going home with cardboard checks. Rookie of the Year, Angler of the Year will be getting their cardboard checks as well as their Catch trophies. Once we identify who the Angler of the Year is going to be at the championship, there is one more thing that the Angler of the Year is going to be getting. And we will discuss that a little bit more as we get closer to the championship, but that's going to be very unique. But yeah. I don't have anything else unless you guys do. We're right at an hour, just over an hour, which is where we wanted to be. So I'll shut up talking. I'm just super excited about April. Get signed up. And for Lake Garcia, and we look forward to seeing you guys submitting those big fish to the team challenge. So, but yeah, Todd, you want to close this out?
I just say everybody have a great time, enjoy it, get out on the water if you can, have a big time, be safe, and thank you to all our sponsors. We really appreciate all you guys that supported our club this year. Strike King Lose, Mock, Rappa, Dakota Lithium, Hobie Eyewear. I mean, they come through big time, giving every Big Bass champion a pair of sunglasses, and they are awesome too, by the way, if you haven't got them. Twist Lock, Cross Kicks. Who am I missing here?
We got
Dakota
Evolve.
Lithium. Huh?
We got Evolve and Striker as well.
Evolve, Striker. Elite Sticks.
Granger Outdoors.
Granger. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So Todd Quillen. we got cool prints and promos as well. Want to thank him. I do want to do something real quick before we go off. We'd only got 8 folks watching, but want to talk about the top 25. Jeff Gallagher is sitting in first place with 465.25 inches, with Granger in second with 433.5. Richard Bruce with 418.25, Albert Poor with 406, and Devin Holbrook with 328.75. So we have a total of 398 fish caught out of 21 anglers. So, don't forget when you're out there fun fishing, pre-fishing, or competing in these tournaments we're doing, to make sure that you include that code and submit those fish to those leaderboards. If you're fishing Bass Nation, any of those tournaments, just make sure that you have that top 25 FKBT identifier card in the photo. Submit those fish to that leaderboard so that you guys can to get those points. We are going to be doing our first prize giveaway for this event following the Lake Garcia. All those 21 anglers that are currently signed up for that, you guys are going to be entered into a chance to win a prize for that event. That first drawing is going to be the 2022 FKBT at the award wrap up, or the live wrap up following Lake Garcia. So when we go live that Thursday following the tournament, we will do another spin the wheel raffle, and we will give you guys that prize. Okay, sound good? All right, that's going to conclude tonight's live. Thank you guys for hanging around, and we will see you guys next week. All right, next Thursday, hopefully we'll see you guys here. Until then, tight lines, be safe, and we'll see you then.
Peace out.